That's a tricky question. I think that, the general principle of like, relatively frequent updates is like a good default. It's actually, in my opinion, okay to not run incrementality tests for a long time for some channels, which to be very stable because your time is also a limited resource. I think like basically, there's spend and then there's risk, right? And for me, like the way I thought about this is like there's like a bunch of upper funnel channels where we're always, changing our tactics in those channels, and it's pretty high risk, right, as far as like wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically I multiply spend by this like risk number in my head. We also sanity check between like similar channels. One of the things we started doing a lot because we were really confused about linear TV's impact, we started decomposing the funnel of linear TV, right? Like if the incremental ROAS or incremental lift, right, on some metric is this, what does this mean for all the funnel metrics above that, right? What is the impression to incremental like visit rate? How does this compare to OTT as a similar channel? Is it like an order of magnitude difference?
Yeah.
So, just trying to make sure that we weren't getting like a middle metric that was just like wildly different in scale from other expectations. I will say this, like I feel like there's a lot of subjectiveness to this, but sometimes we've run tests where we've taken an experimental approach to testing, and the test result is like totally different from what anyone expected. And then we get into this side debate about was this even a valid test, right? Like, is this like IP split test that we ran like just like just invalid like from a technical perspective? And
Yeah.
that has definitely happened to me. So I think that in those cases I didn't actually figure out a good solve.